Hey there everyone, my name is DBZAnarchy and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I actually have a pretty interesting scenario. It's pretty much a short series scenario that I thought would be fun to make. It's pretty much if Vegeta trained with the Supreme Kais. And I think the story will end up being pretty cool. In the way that I'm gonna write it, I think you'll enjoy it as well. All I ask for you to do is leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It supports me and it supports the channel, letting me know that you want to see more what ifs. But anyways, let's start this discussion of what if Vegeta trained as a Supreme Kai. This story starts sometime after the Buu saga. I'm gonna take a page out of Daima's book and say it's been a year after. In fact, we're gonna do one even better. It's on Trunks' birthday, cause that's the time they officially meet the Kais again. And just like in that episode, Goku asks Vegeta for a sparring match, to which Vegeta agrees to. And their fight pretty much goes normal, except this time they don't get interrupted and being turned into kids. But in the end, Goku still defeats Vegeta. And Vegeta is pissed off. He's been training intensely ever since their fight with Buu. And yet he still can't surpass Kakarot. Even though he declared Kakarot as number 1, he still want to try to surpass him. Maybe the path he's currently going isn't the right one. Maybe he needs to go down a different one. That's when Vegeta sees Shin and Kibito. And that's when he remembers. He remembers Gohan training with them. And at the end of his training, he became the strongest person on Earth. And that's the path that he needs to take. That's how he's gonna get stronger, training with actual gods. So Vegeta goes up to Shin and Kibito and asks them. He wants them to train him. And they're a little hesitant. They aren't really taking any stillness right now, but they do owe Vegeta a favor for helping them with Buu. And they remember how much Gohan benefited from training with the Z-Sword, so they can come up with something that will help Vegeta train. So after they're done celebrating Trunks' birthday party, Vegeta goes off with the Kais to the world of the Kais, to where immediately he starts his training. And with him being on his planet, he could do lots of different things, thanks to his insane durability. And the first thing that Vegeta does is actually kinda similar to the training that Gohan did. Shin makes him something that's similar to the Z-Sword, except that nobody's sealed within it and it's a little bit more heavier than the original Z-Sword. And each time Vegeta masters a sword, the Kais make it even heavier. But Vegeta isn't only focused on strength, he's focused on techniques. As he did pick up on a few techniques from the Supreme Kais, such as the Kai Kai, a much more superior technique of teleportation than Kakarot's instant transmission. And Vegeta can see how much he's growing from this, not only in terms of strength but in magic as well. And right now he's currently improving on his Super Saiyan forms. And at this point, he does have Super Saiyan 3, and he continues to improve on that. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Goku is wondering what has been Vegeta up to. It's been a while since he last felt his energy on Earth. He knows that he went off to train with the Kais, but he never heard from him again. But he knows that Vegeta's probably doing some intense training right now, which kinda gets Goku excited and making him want to train as well. And Goku has the perfect idea of who he wants to train with. In fact, this person has surpassed him in strength, but lately he hasn't been training. That person is Gohan. Ever since Buu has defeated, Gohan's been slacking on his training, and Goku doesn't want Gohan to lose that insane power that he's gotten. So the two of them start training together from time to time, and even Goten joins in and trains with him. But when the two of them are not able to train with Goku, he trains by himself, focusing more on the Super Saiyan form, especially Super Saiyan 3. Because not only Super Saiyan 3 needs some work done on it, he wonders how he can go beyond it. Maybe if he tries to add Kaioken on top of it, that will give him an even greater boost in power. We then enter another time skip, to the point where the God of Destruction Beerus has awakened. And once he does wake up, he tells Whis about his premonition about a Super Saiyan God. Whis then discovers something pretty interesting. There's a Saiyan training under the Supreme Kais, and is none other than Prince Vegeta. Vegeta? Oh, he remembers him. He's actually kinda surprised that he's still alive. He honestly thought that Frieza would've killed him. And he's actually surprised that he's training with Kais. And Beerus decides to go investigate Vegeta. Cause a Saiyan training with gods? Beerus thinks that it's not too crazy to think that he's a Super Saiyan God. So Beerus and Whis goes to the world of Supreme Kai. And once they land there, Vegeta looks at Beerus and he immediately recognizes him. And Vegeta's kinda terrified to see him here. He remembers what happened last time. And Beerus lets them know why he's here. He's looking for a strong rival that's a Super Saiyan God. And he's gotten word about a Saiyan training with a Supreme Kai. He thought that this would be the closest thing to it. So Beerus wants to test out Vegeta's power to see if he is a Super Saiyan God. And Vegeta really has no other choice here, as he doesn't want to upset Beerus. So Vegeta goes all out, going into Super Saiyan 3. And Beerus does admit Vegeta is strong, for being immortal. Beerus can tell that that form isn't the Super Saiyan God, as it isn't divine enough. But Beerus does sense something that does interest him. Vegeta has a trace of God Ki on him. Maybe it's because he's been training with Kais all this time that he's been picking up God Ki. Beerus then starts to think, maybe Vegeta is actually on the right track. Originally, he was going to go to Earth to see if the other Saiyans knew what the Super Saiyan God is, but Vegeta interests him. And Beerus gets the idea that Vegeta should come to his planet to train. He picked up God Ki from training with the Supreme Kai, so if he learned how to use God Ki, he could become a Super Saiyan God, and Beerus' rival. So he offers this to Vegeta, and Vegeta accepts this. No way he's gonna pass up training with the God of Destruction. And Shin actually thinks that this is great for Vegeta. He's been training with them for the last couple of years and they were running out of things to teach him. He learned everything that they know. And he even got a ritual done on him. No, it's not the same as Gohan's, it's actually completely different. And it's basically what makes him a Kai. Pretty much the similar dance that they did with Trunks in the manga, granting him even more Kai abilities such as healing. And now he gets to train with the God of Destruction, which can teach him way more than what they can do. Training then begins on Beerus' planet, and Vegeta is already making tremendous progress, as Vegeta keeps continuing his training. And as the months pass, Vegeta finally unlocks Super Saiyan God. And Beerus is happy, because this is what he saw in his dream. He can feel the divine power irradiating off of him. This is exactly what he was looking for. This is the Super Saiyan God he dreamt of. Beerus then asks Vegeta, how about he come test his power on him? And Vegeta doesn't turn this down, as their battle begins. And immediately, they go all out. Well, Vegeta goes all out. Beerus is still holding back, but he's not holding back as much as before. Now at first, Vegeta does have to get adjusted to the form, as he did just unlock it, but it doesn't take him long. And let's just say with all this training, Vegeta is a little bit above Super Saiyan God Goku in Battle of Gods, but not by much. He's around the same strength, maybe a little bit stronger. Which means Beerus does use a little bit more of his power, but he still is heavily suppressed. But he's having fun with this battle. And this also makes Beerus see Vegeta's potential. But soon enough, Vegeta does hit his limit. And Beerus is a little bit disappointed. He was expecting way too much out of Vegeta right away. But this is only just the beginning, as he can tell that Vegeta can grow way stronger than this. And he knows it might take a while, in fact it might take years, but Vegeta will become his rival. As now Vegeta has Super Saiyan God, he can tell that he can go beyond it. Vegeta may not be his rival now, but he will be in the future. As months then pass, Goku's been wondering where is Vegeta. It's been a long time since he last seen him. From time to time he drops by Capsule Corp to see if Vegeta is there, but he's not. But he has mentioned to her that she was training with a God of Destruction. Goku doesn't know what a God of Destruction is, but that sounds awesome. He's gonna have to kick up his training even more if he's gonna want to reach that level. Goku admits that training with the Kais wasn't a bad idea. Apparently it made him strong enough to train with the God of Destruction. And this makes Goku even more motivated than before. Goku's been training with Super Saiyan 3 and he eventually perfected that, but even now he doesn't even think that's enough. But as of lately, he has hit a roadblock. He hasn't been able to find a power beyond Super Saiyan 3, and he tried to add Kaioken with it, but his body isn't able to handle it. It puts too much strain on it. But Goku then gets an idea. That power that Gohan has gotten from the Elder Kai, it's pretty much just unlocking his potential, right? Maybe he can do that. In the anime, the Elder Kai did suggest to Goku that he could unlock his potential like Gohan, and Goku didn't reject it, but he didn't get it because of the short time. So I don't see a reason why Goku wouldn't want to do it here. So Goku ends up using instant transmission to go to the world of Supreme Kai, where he asks the Elder Kai that he wants his potential unlocked as well. And the Kais are quite shocked. Why is everyone coming to their world trying to get stronger? So the Elder Kai does the ritual on Goku and he's able to get access to the ultimate form. Shin then offers Goku if he wants the same training as Vegeta, and Goku declines. He's going to go about getting stronger his own way, as he then teleports back to Earth. We then cut to Beerus' planet. Vegeta is continuing his training, trying to find something beyond Super Saiyan God. He has perfect control of the form, and he has grown stronger from it, but he knows that there's something beyond it. He just can't figure out how to, because this form is completely different from the others. It's like a complete new branch of power. That's when Vegeta gets the idea. Since Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan are complete different branches of power, what if he combined the both? This could maybe work. Through a bunch of trial and error, Vegeta was able to figure it out, combining both powers of Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God, creating a whole new form. Beerus' eyes then widen, witnessing Vegeta's new transformation as a pinkish light fills the area. Vegeta finishes transforming as he finally reveals his new power, to which he simply calls it Super Saiyan Rosé. By training with the Kais for so long and getting the Kai ritual done on him, Vegeta is inadvertently a divine being. So combining Super Saiyan with Super Saiyan God allowed him to transform to Super Saiyan Rosé. And Beerus is astounded with this power. This Saiyan immortal is really something else. But can he really even call him immortal? This form right here pretty much tells him that he's a divine being. Well, whatever he is, he's impressed, as he has never seen anything like this. Even more time has passed, as we see Goku training with Gohan. Goku is still trying to get used to this ultimate form. The power is incredible. He never believed that he could get this strong. And Goku's been going to Gohan as a training partner a lot lately, since both of them have the same form. And maybe if the two of them butt heads, they might be able to find a new power within this form. But then, coming to their shock, the sky suddenly turns dark. Goku realizes what's happening. Somebody must be using the Dragon Balls, and he's wondering who's summoning Shinron. He tried to sense whose energy it is, but he can't. Wherever it is, they're lowering their power. Little do they know, it's the Frieza Force bringing back Frieza. And Goku can't help but get a bad feeling about this. 4 months then pass as the Earth comes under attack by Frieza. Goku and the others try to defend Earth, defeating all of Frieza's warriors, until they eventually see Frieza. He had just finished his training and now he came for his revenge. So the first one who faces up against Frieza is Goku, and Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 3. And this leaves Frieza stunned, because even after the months of training he did, Goku is still able to keep up with him. But Frieza does soon get over it, as he then transforms into his golden form. After he did this, Goku's pretty much nothing to him. But that's when Goku transforms into his ultimate form, and he puts up more of a fight against Frieza. And Frieza notices, even though his hair turned back to black, he got an even more of a power boost. But Frieza still isn't too worried, as he's still way stronger than Goku. Goku realizes how far behind in strength he is, but Goku does find out Frieza's weakness. He's losing power. He just need to hold out a little bit more. Someone then jumps in to help Goku. It's Gohan. Thanks to him training with Goku over the years, he doesn't lose his power, but he doesn't train as hard or as intensely as Goku. So while he didn't lose any strength, he didn't gain by much either. So he's above where he was at in the Buu saga, just not by much. So the both of them try to stall Frieza as long as they could. The fight is really difficult, but Frieza made a mistake by not killing them instantly. His power is rapidly depleting, to the point where Goku tells Gohan to leave it to him. He can take care of this, as Goku then powers up to his max, as he then gets ready to end the fight. As he charges up a Kamehameha, he then fires it at Frieza, and Frieza can't believe it. Beaten again by this monkey. He's then consumed by the Kamehameha, as there then is a huge explosion. And in the aftermath, Frieza is still alive, but he's mangled, and Goku is surprised. That blast took everything he had, and he's still alive. As Frieza then collapses to the ground, as he then sees Goku above him. Frieza then remembers, this is exactly how it was on Namek. A Goku standing on top of a beaten Frieza. No, not again. Frieza decides that he's gonna end this differently, as he puts his hand on the earth, getting ready to detonate it. But then that blast comes out of nowhere, finishing off Frieza. Goku then looks around and sees that the blast, it came from Vegeta. He's been keeping track of what's been going on Earth, as he sensed the whole battle. So he decided to Kai here with Beerus and Whis. He was gonna intervene at first, but he wanted to see how strong Kakarot has gotten. And not only he was impressed, but Beerus was impressed as well. Frieza isn't an easy feat. He certainly is impressed with the Saiyan, as this is the first time he met Goku, and the first time Goku meets Beerus. And Beerus thinks, if this Saiyan is this strong, how strong would he be with God Ki? Maybe he'll be on par with Vegeta, and now he'll have 2 rivals. But if he takes Goku to his planet, that means he'll have to train from step 1. Beerus then weighs out his options, but ultimately comes to the conclusion that he wants to take Goku to his planet, because if he gets stronger, that means Vegeta will get stronger, and he'll just have 2 strong rivals. But who knows, he might not become a Super Saiyan God. He didn't get training from gods like Vegeta. So Beerus ends up taking Goku to train on his planet, and it doesn't take him long to train to obtain Super Saiyan God. But when Goku tries to find a level beyond Super Saiyan God, something shocking happens. Instead of Super Saiyan Rosé, Goku gets something different. Instead of his hair turning pink, it turns blue, and the power feels way different. They don't know why it's blue, and they don't really care. As long as it's strong, they don't mind it. In fact, this isn't even Goku's strongest form. Ultimate still is. When Goku got Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue, he realizes that his ultimate form has gotten even more stronger. So Ultimate will always be his strongest power. Vegeta then sees that Kakarot is closing the gap between them very quickly. He realizes that he's gonna have to up his training in order to stay ahead of Kakarot. We then skip forward a little bit to where Champa arrives in Universe 7, to where the Universe 6 tournament then happens. As for the team, it's pretty much the same as it was in the original story. Vegeta, Goku, Piccolo, Buu, and Monaka. And before the tournament happens, Goku and Vegeta decide they want to train in the Room of Spirited Time. Goku goes in because he wants to improve on Blue more, and Vegeta goes in so he can stay ahead. The both of them stay in for a full 3 years, as the tournament then begins. And the tournament pretty much goes same as usual. Goku beats Batamo, but then when he goes up against Frost, Goku loses because Frost poisons him, and Piccolo goes up against Frost and loses to him as well. Vegeta then steps up and he wipes majority of the tournament. He beats Frost and Vegeta, and in his fight with Cabba, he does teach Cabba Super Saiyan and beats him as well. Vegeta then faces up against Universe 6's last contestant, Hit. Vegeta does struggle at the beginning with Hit's time skip, and when Hit does knock Vegeta out of the ring, Vegeta uses his Kai abilities to teleport back. Vegeta then realizes that he's gonna have to take this more seriously, as he then transforms into Super Saiyan Rosé. And this does help close the gap, but as the fight continues, Vegeta realizes that Hit's improving his time skip even more. And even though Vegeta is being pushed back, he's having fun with this battle. But at the rate he's going, he's gonna lose. Vegeta had a hope that he was gonna use this when he had fought Lord Beerus again, but it looks like he's gonna have to use it now. As Vegeta then powers up in Super Saiyan Rosé, rising his power even further. as sparks of electricity go around him and his hair grows even spikier. Now he doesn't look too different physically, but his power has rose dramatically. Vegeta has ascended to the level beyond Super Saiyan Rosé, which he simply just calls this Super Saiyan Rosé 2. Vegeta had figured, since Super Saiyan Rosé came from combining Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan, why not do that with Super Saiyan 2? This was what he pretty much was working on in the Room of Spirit and Time. Beerus is elated to see Vegeta grow so strong. Too bad he didn't get to see much of Goku, as he knows that Goku probably has something up his sleeve too. Maybe he'll get to see it next time. But with this power, Vegeta is able to beat Hit, which makes Universe 7 the winner. And they get the Super Dragon Balls and they make the same wish as they did in the original story. But the tournament was also good for them. It was a great way to test their power. Well, at least for Vegeta. Goku got cheated out of the tournament, so he's kinda bummed about that. But getting to see Vegeta's new power amazes Goku. Combining the power of Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan 2, he wonders if he can also get that. A Super Saiyan Blue 2 would be cool. Who knows, he might even try to get Super Saiyan Blue 3. He was originally just gonna add Kaioken on top of Blue, but now he actually wants to evolve the form. And even if he evolves Blue and get a new form, that doesn't matter. It still won't be his strongest form, as Ultimate will grow stronger from it too. But Goku can still tell that at the point he is now, he's still behind Vegeta. And Goku's not too upset by this. He enjoys the goal as Vegeta as a goalpost. And it's one that's going to continue for as long as it can, as Vegeta is going to keep growing even more stronger, which means Goku will try to grow even more stronger than that. Eventually, word does get around about the Universe 6 tournament across all 12 universes. Especially in Universe 10 where a Supreme Kai apprentice hears about this. His name is Zamasu. The tournament was on GodTube, so Zamasu comes across this. And there's one thing in that tournament that really intrigues him. It's the fight between Vegeta and Hit. Or more so interested in Vegeta, especially that form he's using. To him it has beauty and is divine. Zamasu questions who is that? And Goasu tells him a little bit about Vegeta and how he trained with Kais. And this infuriates Zamasu. The Kais are actively training this mortal? Not only that, he became one of them. How disgusting. Zamasu then continues watching Vegeta using their techniques. Techniques of the gods. Why does he have those? And why is he training under Kais? And not only that, he's apparently training under the god of destruction. This mortal is making a mockery of all the gods. This makes Zamasu enraged beyond belief, making him want to concoct the Zero Mortals plan. So which means he go collects the Super Dragon Balls and wishes for Vegeta's body. Or at least another timeline's version of Vegeta. And the stuff that happens in Trunks' future happens the same. So Trunks arrives in the past, and when he wakes up, he sees Vegeta, and he immediately attacks him. But he then quickly realizes that that's not the same Vegeta that attacks him. Trunks then apologizes for attacking Vegeta, as he then explains what happens, warning everyone of this threat in his future. And now he's here to seek help, as then a portal then opens over Capsule Corp, and someone comes out it's Vegeta Black. And Vegeta decides that he's gonna handle this fake copy of him. He'll make him regret making a mockery of him, and it should be easy to defeat him. He can tell that whoever this is isn't him, as he doesn't even have the same power as Vegeta. The two of them do fight pretty evenly until Vegeta uses Super Saiyan 2. In doing this, he does significantly overpower Black. But they wasted too much time, as Black gets pulled back towards the portal, going back to Trunks' timeline. And when Vegeta Black gets back to Trunks' timeline, he can't help but laugh. The damage he took from that battle was splendid. He'll definitely grow stronger from this. And not only that, the battle with Vegeta made him stronger too. So he knows the next time that he faces up against one of them, he'll be strong enough to kill them all. We cut back to the present and Vegeta's pissed that he couldn't defeat that copy of his. He could have gone full power from the start and defeated him, but he wanted to gauge his strength. But mark his words, next time they fight, he's gonna go all out. And he's not gonna hold back, not even once. He's gonna finish him. And Trunks is impressed of how much Vegeta has grown since he was gone. And apparently, Vegeta has trained with the Supreme Kais. And that's when Vegeta realizes that when he was gauging Black's strength, he realizes that it's not similar to his power, it feels different. Which he then tells everybody about this, which begins an investigation. And they actually have a pretty good lead to find out who it is. 1, Vegeta Black had a Patara earring, and 2, he also had a time ring. Which means one of the Supreme Kais had to be involved. As they continue discussing this further, the investigation eventually leads to Zamasu. But instead of Goku going to Universe 10, it's Vegeta, and he ends up fighting Zamasu, to which he eventually defeats. And that's when Vegeta recognizes that Zamasu and Black have the same energy. And Vegeta doesn't think that this is a coincidence. Zamasu definitely has something part of this. But they don't have much evidence to convince Zamasu anyway. But Beerus and Whis are going to keep a close eye on him, as Vegeta returns back to Earth getting ready to head to the future with Goku and Trunks. Enough time has passed to where Bulma can fix the time machine for them to go to the future. And once they arrive in Trunks' timeline, they're greeted by Vegeta Black. And this time Vegeta is ready to go up against Black. But little do they know, Vegeta Black has also gotten a lot stronger since they last met. Black did suffer some injuries with his fight against Vegeta, and that fight actually helped him grow. So Vegeta Black has more of a grasp on Vegeta's body, to where he can transform into Super Saiyan Rosé. And Vegeta is about to go up and fight Black, but Goku intervenes, saying that it is his turn. Vegeta had gotten a turn and fought him in their timeline, so he wants his. So Goku decides to show off his version of that form, as he then transforms into Super Saiyan Blue. So Goku and Vegeta Black start fighting, and their fight is actually pretty even. Vegeta Black has gotten a lot stronger with Super Saiyan Rosé, and Goku using Super Saiyan Blue to his fullest. And Goku realizes even now that Vegeta Black still can't utilize his Vegeta's full power, because he knows that Vegeta has a power beyond Super Saiyan Rosé, and if he was dead set on killing him, he wouldn't went full power straight away, going to Super Saiyan Rosé 2. He only went to Rosé, and he can use this as an advantage for him. You see, Goku's been holding back, and he thinks that this is the perfect time to use it. You see, ever since the Universe 6 tournament, Goku's been training really hard with Blue, trying to improve it somehow. Ever since he saw Vegeta use Super Saiyan Rosé 2, he tried to level up Super Saiyan Blue. He originally was going to add Kaioken on top of it, but this is way better. He tried to do the same thing as Vegeta and add Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan 2 together, trying to create Super Saiyan Blue 2, but it didn't work. The result actually was very different. This is his own unique transformation beyond Blue. So Goku starts powering up as his ki rises further. His aura grows more intense as it turns into a deep blue color. Goku pretty much just called this form Blue Evolution, and his power is really potent. And this gives Goku the advantage. And he uses this advantage to the fullest as he completely decimates Vegeta Black. And Goku decides that it's about time he finished this, as he gets ready to deal the final blow. But then, Zamasu shows up. Vegeta Black is really injured and Zamasu tries to heal him, but then someone interrupts him. It was Vegeta. He kicks Zamasu away, as he then smiles to see that he was right. Zamasu was somehow involved. And Vegeta knows that Zamasu isn't that strong, so he powers up into Rosé and he fires a final flash at him, as the blast completely destroys Zamasu. But soon after, Zamasu eventually regenerates, which reveals that Zamasu is actually immortal. Oh, well, that's not a problem for Vegeta. He still knows how to beat him even if he is immortal. He's been training with the Kais for years, so he picked up on almost all their techniques, even the sealing ones. He learned this one a while ago. Apparently this is a technique that some Kai used long ago, but apparently it only sealed their magic away because they were too strong. But he should be able to completely seal away Zamasu since he is significantly weaker than him. He was never able to do it before, but ever since he picked up God Ki from training with Whis, he's able to do this technique now. And using this technique is dangerous because he does use some of his power, as Vegeta puts his hand together, firing a beam at Zamasu, sealing him away. And with Zamasu sealed, Vegeta Black is easy to handle for Goku, as he is able to defeat him easily, which means Trunks' timeline is safe. After this, they return to the present timeline, and Beerus is informed of everything and he goes in and races Zamasu. After this, Trunks gets ready to head back to his timeline, but before he goes, he thanks everyone for their help. He then heads back to his future, which then concludes the future Trunks saga. We then enter a time skip to where the Tournament of Power is announced. So now they have to start assembling a team, and the team is actually the same in the original story. Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Tien, Krillin, Android 17, and Android 18, but they're missing one member. They originally was going to recruit Boo, but he fell asleep. But that's when they get an idea. How about they revive Frieza? He did come back super strong, so what about recruiting him? Everyone's hesitant at first, and honestly they don't even think they need Frieza. With how strong everyone is, they probably don't need him. But just in case, they're gonna recruit him. Frieza ends up being recruited, and Frieza only agrees to join them is if he gets revived, to which they accepted this condition. And now the Tournament of Power begins, and as it turns out, they kinda didn't really need Frieza. Everyone is way stronger than it was in the original story. They could have actually recruited someone else, like Yamcha. Both Goku and Vegeta are powerful enough to handle most of the tournament, and they get to fight a lot of people from different universes. And Vegeta sees someone that stands out than everyone else in the tournament, and that person is Jiren. But before we go on to them, what has the rest of the team of Universe 7 been up to? Well, first off, Gohan and Piccolo has been taking out a lot of contestants, and Gohan is significantly stronger. At the beginning of the story, Gohan was training with Goku, but when Goku started training on Beerus' planet, Gohan needed to train with someone else, and the next best person was Piccolo. So not only he got stronger, but Piccolo got stronger too. And as for everyone else, they're around the same strength as they was. They had no reason to get any stronger, so they're around the same strength. So that pretty much sums up the team of Universe 7. So let's head back to Jiren. Vegeta was getting ready to fight him, but someone beat him to it. It was Goku. He beat Vegeta to the punch, so Goku fights Jiren first. And their fight pretty much goes the same, even though Goku is stronger. But Goku does end up using Blue Evolution Kaioken. And this does push Jiren back some. But Jiren's been holding back, so once he uses more power, he overpowers Goku. Which does push Goku into using the Spirit Bomb, to which the Spirit Bomb helps Goku unlock Ultra Instinct. The fight happens the same to where Goku's time with Ultra Instinct runs out. So after Goku and Jiren's fight, Vegeta tries to fight Jiren next, but someone stops him. It was Toppo. So the two of them have their fight, and the fight ends with Vegeta as the winner. Vegeta was able to do this with Super Saiyan Rosé 2. He had a much easier time dealing with Toppo, especially that he wasn't forced into his God of Destruction form. So Vegeta was able to knock him out of the ring. So now Vegeta is up against Jiren, and Vegeta watched his fight with Goku, and he knows that he can't hold back against Jiren. He's actually kind of hoping that he can use this transformation here. As Vegeta then powers up into Super Saiyan Rosé, and he continues to charge up even more power, as his hair grows longer, as he then transforms into a new level of Super Saiyan Rosé, which he just calls Super Saiyan Rosé 3. And with this power, this puts him ahead of Kakarot, puts him ahead of whatever that form he was using, Blue, Evolution, Kaio, whatever. So Vegeta uses this power against Jiren, and the power is really potent. But Vegeta hasn't had too much practice with this form. It pretty much kind of has the same drawbacks as Super Saiyan 3, where his energy is gradually depleting. But he is able to contend with Jiren very well. But Jiren is still suppressing his power, and the longer the fight went on, the more energy Vegeta was losing, to the point where he drops out of Super Saiyan Rosé 3. Jiren then tells Vegeta if that's all the strength that he can muster, then he can't defeat him. There's no point of fighting him anymore. As Jiren then tries to knock Vegeta out of the ring. But thanks to his quick thinking and his Kai abilities, Vegeta quickly Kais back onto the stage, preventing himself from being eliminated from the tournament. And in fact, Vegeta teleported next to Goku. Just like in the original story, Frieza gave him some of his energy, so Goku was out and about fighting other opponents. But speaking of Frieza, what has he been doing during the tournament? Well, Frieza's been, Frieza. He's been eliminating as many people as he could, until he finally ran into the Universe 6 Saiyans, to where he eliminates them very quickly without any remorse. He eliminated Kel first, as he viewed her as the weak one of the bunch who just sat back and did nothing. And he did it so fast it was like an instant. Then he knocked out Caulifla, then Kaba. And Frieza is satisfied that he had to partake in eliminating Saiyans in another universe. More contenders get eliminated, which means more universes get erased, with Universe 7 and Universe 11 being the last ones left. And Jiren is the last member of Universe 11's team. And with him being the last one on their team, Universe 7 could win if the time runs out, as they have more people left. But Goku and Vegeta doesn't really settle for that, as they actually want to defeat him. So the two of them transform to their max and fight against Jiren. And Jiren's pretty taken aback. The two of them are actually pushing him back, to the point where both of them push Jiren into his full power. Goku and Vegeta think that they can actually beat this guy if they work together. Vegeta and Goku then attack Jiren with a bunch of flurries of punches and kicks, and this really overwhelms Jiren. Then Goku and Vegeta decide to end this, going back to back, releasing a full power Final Flash and Kamehameha, which sends Jiren out of the ring, eliminating him, making Universe 7 the winner of the Tournament of Power. And they make the same wish to Super Shenron as normal, bringing back all the universes that were erased. And Vegeta's kinda disappointed. He couldn't beat Jiren with his own strength. He had to work together with Kakarot in order to get it done. And Goku's disappointed that he couldn't access that Ultra Instinct form again. He hoped that he could have done it again against Jiren, but he couldn't. But Vegeta says that this just shows that how much more they gotta grow. Oh, and I didn't forget, since Frieza participated in the Tournament of Power, he does get revived. But now that the Tournament of Power is now over, what do we move on to? Well, next is the Broly movie. And believe it or not, this actually happens very differently. It ends a lot earlier. You see, with Frieza now being revived, Broly does eventually get found. So Frieza decides to take him to Earth to face off against Goku and Vegeta. And with them being so much stronger than what they were in the original story, with Goku having Blue Evolution and Ultimate, and Vegeta having Super Saiyan Rosé 3, Goku was able to defeat Broly before he was able to turn Super Saiyan. And Vegeta was able to stop Frieza from killing Paragus, with him killing Frieza, which means Paragus gets to live in this scenario. And Vegeta is satisfied that he was the one that got to end Frieza. But Broly, Paragus, Chilai, and Lemmo flee off, using one of Frieza's spaceships to go back to Vampa. And Goku and Vegeta don't know why they did that, as they could have allowed them to stay on Earth, but they hope that they can see them again. We then move on to the Moro arc, which pretty much actually gets avoided. With Vegeta having the abilities of a Kai and being stronger in general, he's actually able to defeat Moro then and there, by actually sealing him again. And as for Granola, I actually don't see that happening either. Frieza's been killed again, so the Heaters don't have to worry about him. And without Moro releasing 7-3, Granola doesn't learn about the Saiyans. So he continues his work as a mercenary working under the Heaters. And as for Superhero, nothing actually happens too differently. Yeah, of course Piccolo and Gohan are stronger, but not strong enough to make a huge difference, so Superhero happens the same. We then move on to Beerus' planet, where we see Goku and Vegeta training, with Goku training with Whis and Vegeta actually training with Beerus. Goku's trying to continue on mastering Ultra Instinct, but Vegeta's going down a different path, the path of the God of Destructions. He wants to see how their power will benefit him. But it's kinda weird for him at first. He spent so long training his Kai abilities, as they're the gods of creation. But now he's training under the god of destruction. But if he could find the fine balance between these two powers, who knows what kind of power he could attain. The power of creation and destruction. As Vegeta is now glad that he chose this path to power. Just as how training with the Supreme Kais was a great step, this will be even a greater step. As this is going to be a new chapter in his life. As this is where our story ends. What did you guys think of this story? It was a fun little quick one that I wanted to do Vegeta, as I wanted to give him his own little story. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel. It supports me and it supports the channel, showing me that you want to see more what is. And if you want to, you can hit the join button to become a member. Once you do that, you get early access to any content that I upload. And you even get your name shown at the end of the videos. Anyways, my name is DBZ Anarchy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.